Hey everybody, my name is Derek Christensen and I'm the owner and founder of Legion Law, PLLC, here in Dallas, Texas. My law firm does a lot of legal work for people who are doing estate planning and probate. If you'd like to reach out to us, feel free to reach out to me specifically at derek@legionlawpllc.com or go to our website, legionlawpllc.com. So that being said, let's dive right into today's topic. I wanted to talk today about powers of attorney. So, what are power of attorney? It's a little confusing at first because there are two types. There are two main types of powers of attorney. And sometimes you can intertwine the jargon that's used to describe the documents, and so you don't know which document you're talking about. So simply put, a power of attorney is a document that states specifically who can make a legal decision on your behalf whenever you are incapacitated or unable to. So when I say legal decision, most people think very large ones, right? Opening a lawsuit, getting married, stuff like that. But in reality, pretty much every decision you make is a legal decision. You know, if you buy coffee from Starbucks, that's a legal decision that will bind you to pay Starbucks, and they're bound to give you coffee. Same thing for opening a bank account or going to choose a doctor or having a surgery. All these are legal decisions. Pretty much every decision you make throughout your day is going to be a legal decision. So normally, because you're the only one who's you are the only person who can make a legally binding decision on you, but you're allowed to give that right to make legal decisions on your behalf to someone else. Now that's very, very helpful because if you're unable to make a legal decision, then that other person who has that authority from you can make that decision on your behalf, and things run much more smoothly. So I like to split a powers of attorney up into two main categories. There's the medical power of attorney, and then there's non-medical power of attorney, or a financial power of attorney, if you will. So a medical power of attorney is exactly what it sounds like. It's a power of attorney that gives somebody the right to make medical decisions on your behalf. Now this could include, again, what kind of doctor you go see, what kind of surgery you have, what kind of medicine you take, all sorts of things. And you know, maybe it's not that important to you, but some people have religious beliefs or particular doctors they really enjoy or surgeries they're very scared of. And so they can specify exactly when that other person, their agent, can make those decisions on their behalf. Now, medical power of attorney in Texas at least, and how I draft it is that it will only come into effect when you're incapacitated. So that includes getting hit by a car and being in a coma. That can be, under surgery and you're not able to talk for yourself, or whenever, incapacitation. So that happens more often than you'd like to think, and people like to stick their heads in the sand, understandably, about those kinds of situations, but life happens, and very easily one of those situations could dramatically affect you. And if you have a particular thing you want to make sure your doctor knows about or your agent does, then you must put it in a document. Otherwise, the doctors can make any decisions they want. So, and your family won't be able to have any say on what happens to you. So that's a medical power of attorney, and then a financial power of attorney, or just a normal power of attorney. That one is going to do all non-medical decisions. So paying your bills while you're in the hospital. That could be selling your home, selling stocks because the stock market's tanking and you're unable to sell because you're in a coma. You know, stuff like that. And you can actually specify what kind of financial decisions somebody can make on your behalf. One of my clients wanted her children to only pay the bills, but they can't touch anything else. And she's more than welcome to make that, she's welcome to specify that in a power of attorney. So you can customize it, and you can specifically decide who can do what under what circumstance. And again, I by default draft the documents such that they are a springing power of attorney, which means they only come into effect when something bad happens. There are other power of attorneys that happen immediately, and they're indefinite and they're permanent, and they're not easily revoked sometimes. And that can lead to a situation similar to, say, Britney Spears, where you get stuck with somebody who has power to make a legal decision on your behalf, but you didn't want them to, but they're still going to do it anyways. So that is a disaster and a half. That's something you certainly want to be very cautious of whenever you sign a power of attorney. And it's a very, very important thing to make sure that you have the right to revoke something if you want it revoked. So that's pretty much it. That's, Power of Attorney 101. It can get much more in depth than that, but again, they're customizable documents that you can do a lot of different specifications on who can do what for you when. So with that, that's a power of attorney. Be more than happy to help out if you have any questions about it. Feel free to reach out to me at legionlawpllc.com or Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at legionlawpllc.com. And if you have any power of attorneys or powers of attorney that you need fixed, or estate planning or probate, be more than happy to help out, like I said. So with that, we'll catch you guys on the next one, and see you later.